Hi. Oh my goodness. Thank you all for waiting. You all are troopers. Wow, what a day.
Yes, thank you.
So, long story short, because it's 20 minutes past. Our power went out today and reset everything. And thank God Tanner was here because we had to reconfigure how we're streaming, basically. But thank you all so much for watching. Are we live?
Yes,
100% live. Okay,
yes.
Thank you. Because I'm not seeing any new comments come up. So
Please
there we go.
Okay, there we go.
Thank you. Cheryl said yes, they said they would explain. Super crazy day. But thank you all for staying with us. It's going to be a good live. We're going to do this. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to take my time and not rush through it because you all deserve that. So if you can stay, please do. Thank you so much. I want to start out by saying we are having an amazing sale today. It is a back to school sale right in the middle of our Christmas in July. So we have lots of fun things going on. Miss Kendall is dropping the link for you all. If you use the code back to school, you can get $30 off our amazing annual membership. And our annual membership gives you access to our entire library of cut files and fonts, gives you access to some amazing courses like sublimation courses, resin, felt, wood, all sorts of things that you might want a little bit more information on, especially as a beginner crafter. We go in depth and do projects with you. And then my favorite part, let me grab the book here, if I can find it, is our 30-day challenge. I don't know where the books are around here. Oh, here we are. This book is a digital book that is free to our yearly members, and it comes with a 30-day course. And so what this is basically an introduction to cricketing. If you are brand new to the die cut world, have just bought your machine, maybe it's not even open yet, this right here is for you. It's literally everything from day one of opening your Cricut and setting up your account to explaining all of the terminology, the blades, the different tools and materials that you'll use as a Cricut crafter. And then at the end, we make an amazing card. So if you need some education, some inspiration and motivation to use your die cut crafting machine to make amazing crafts, we are here for you, and we would love for you to join here with Maker's Gonna Learn using that coupon code back to school for $30 off. Now, what are we making today? First of all, have I even introduced you?
I don't think so.
The first time we went live, which we weren't really live, I did introduce Kendall. Kendall is behind the camera here. You'll hear her voice.
Hello everyone, I'm not Courtney. I know I sound like it, but
Rachel is at home today, so Miss Kendall is helping me out while we make these amazing ornaments. So let's chat. I don't know if you want to go to the overhead camera so I can show what supplies we're going to be using today. All of these supplies are listed down below in with links for you all. So if you want to grab those links, you can do that. These we bought last year. They are plastic, clear plastic ornaments. However, Hobby Lobby, I did notice, already has their ornaments out, which I said a little bit earlier, makes me a little bit cringy, but I also very much appreciate it because crafters love to start this early. If you are doing craft shows or just gifts or whatnot, you have to get a leg up on it and start early. So I do appreciate it in one sense. Anyway, clear plastic ornaments. I love the plastic ones because I have small children and dogs at home who knock the ornaments off the tree all the time. And Kendall, you're gonna have a little one who's old enough to grab ornaments this year.
Oh,
what are you gonna do?
I don't know. Not looking forward to it.
It's going to be fine. Just get some clear plastic ones.
Yes.
Anyway, we have these big ones, and then these I actually hadn't used before, but they're pretty neat because they're flat on one side. So one of the issues a lot of people have when they are putting vinyl on a dome or curved surface like this is the placement. Sometimes it puckers, but if you have one that's flat like this, it eliminates that entire problem. So that's really neat. We are using the big ones today. And then I have all these amazing pom-poms, lots of fun colors. I love non-traditional Christmas. I love lots of colors. However, if that is not your cup of tea, then take the same tips and tricks that I'm sharing with you today and use whatever colors you want for your ornaments. Now, one amazing thing that I'm showing you today, we are using 8 different vinyls here, and I'm gonna cut them all out on one mat. This saves so much time, particularly if you're using a new machine like the Explorer 3 or the Maker 3, because if you have used it, you notice it takes a little bit longer to load and unload your mats because it measures the full length. So I wanted to eliminate all of that measuring and extra time loading and unloading, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to set this up. If you're using an iOS device, then you have, oh gosh, the name has totally left me. It's like Click to Mat or whatever, where you take the picture of the mat and then you can put your graphics on where your vinyls are. What's the term? You guys know the term. Help me out. Anyway, so we're doing that, and then also I'm going to be teaching you my favorite trick for placing all of these vinyls at the same time on with one transfer sheet. So that's going to be super fun. Let me know, have I missed any comments that I need to address? Let's see here.
I don't think so, just the welcomes. There's some good tips on how to keep your baby away from the tree.
Oh, yes.
Baby
They're helping
gate.
you out there.
Using
Snap Mat.
felt ones.
Snap Mat. You guys are the best. What did I say? Snap photo.
Click to snap
Click
or
to-
something like that.
I was being very creative. Thank you, everyone. Anyway, let's jump over into Design Space. Oh, yeah. In supplies, I'm using clear Cricut transfer tape today, which you all know I don't traditionally use. However, I wanted to be able to see my vinyl, so I am using it. And then I just have an assortment of Caesar vinyls because I love Caesar vinyls and they are matte and beautiful. And that's it. So let's jump over into Design Space and I'll show you how I've put this fun project together. So I went ahead and measured. I've done 2 things. You can see that I have my circle here with my little rectangle up top. And I created that originally because I was going to do a floating ornament, which I'll show you how easy it is to do that. And so I just measured the opening of my ornament to make sure that this would fit down in it and that this was a good length this way. And I'll show you when we go back over to the overhead camera, I'll show you how to measure that. But all you need to do is grab a basic shape. And fun fact, friends, I just found this out. You all probably already knew it. There are all sorts of amazing keyboard shortcuts. I did know that, but did you know that if you push a number 2, hold on, where's my number 2? You know, it's gonna make me a liar. My goodness. Let's put one in here and then see what happens. Why won't it load my basic shapes? There we go. You can push the numbers and it will automatically place the corresponding shapes in here. Did you all know this? So I pushed 4 and it puts this quadrilateral. 5 does this one. 3 is the triangle. 2 is the circle. 1 is a square. Did you all know this? I shouldn't. Anyway, sorry. Blown away. I love that. Okay, so I have my circle here and I am sizing it to 3.68 inches. You can do that around the same. These ornaments are actually, on the box it says they're 3.94 inches. So I did want to make it a little bit smaller, just a tiny bit smaller, so that the lettering is visible when you look at it without having to rotate it. So I have my blank here, which represents my ornament. Now I'm going to grab a text box from the left-hand corner, and I'm gonna go ahead and type in jingle. I'll press enter to go to the second line, and then type in bells. And the font that I am using today, let's go up to the font, and we'll click system. It is called Chunky Monkey.
Oh, I love that font, Becca.
Isn't it adorable?
It's so cute.
I love it. It's like fun, but really good and bold and not too like kiddish almost. Chunky Monkey is a Maker's Gonna Learn font that is available to all of our members, so monthly and yearly members. But if you're just joining in, I did mention a little bit earlier, our yearly members if you are not a yearly member yet, you do definitely want to become one, because we have an amazing special going on for $30 off. I did mention it a little earlier. Miss Kendall just dropped a link for you as well. So if you have been on the fence about joining Maker's Gonna Learn, hop over the fence, friends. Use that $30 coupon code back to school and join us here. We give you all sorts of amazing education, motivation, and inspiration to create crafts like this. And when July rolls around, I say that's when we start amping up our projects for the holidays. So now is a fantastic time to join. Okay, so I have this right here, and all I want to do is ungroup. And then I'm going to select just the top layer, group it back together, select the bottom layer, group it back together, just because I want to be able to size these and move them around. So you can see the top is the same width as the bottom. And let's see, it's 3.48. So I'll just select the bottom one, size it up to 3.48, just like that, so they can be the same. Then I'll select both of the layers, go up to the top where it says align, and then press center horizontally. It didn't move much, but it did just a little bit. Now what I want to do is ungroup everything, and I am going to color these different colors. Okay, so to do that, I know that I'm using 7 or 8 colors of vinyl, and I already have the colors up here. Let's see here. Designed right here. So if I were just starting out and didn't know these were here, what I would do is start with my red, go Roy G. Biv, excuse me, and just color each of these layers. So that's what I'm going to do, selecting each one individually and changing the color to what I want.
Becca, we have a question.
Let's hear it, Kendall.
Josephina, she says she can't seem to download the fonts into Design Space.
Okay, not a problem. We actually have some videos on that. We have some member-only videos, and we also have some here on YouTube. So just search how to download and install third-party cut files and fonts, and you can find some education there for that. If you can't find those, email our customer service department, hi@makersgonnalearn.com, and they can hook you up with those links, because we want to help you download those fonts and use them. They're amazing.
Yes.
Okay, so I have all of these. I've used all 8 of my colors, and then I'm just recycling colors. So I'll go to the next one and recycle. Now you can do this 2 ways. You can select that layer, come back up here, and select the color you want, or you can go to Color Sync and drag and drop. So I have this L right here. I want it red, so I'm gonna drag it to the red. This L, I want orange, so I'll drag it. And then this one right here, I want yellow, so I'll drag it right there. Now what I want to do is, you see these little squares up here? That's how I line my vinyls up when I am placing it on the transfer sheet. So to do that, what I need to do is grab a square. I like a square over a circle, or any other pointed shape over a circle, because you can line up perfectly with these right angles. If you have a circle, then you might accidentally rotate it a little bit to the left or to the right. So grab a shape with some points that are very definite. And now I'm going to duplicate this so that I have 8 squares, 1 for each color. So duplicate, duplicate, or you can press copy and paste, whichever you want to do. You can select all and do more than one at a time. So how many do I have here? Let's see here. Duplicate and duplicate, and we should have 8 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now what I want to do is select all of these squares. So I'm going over to the right hand panel where the squares are, and I'm going to hold and shift and click each one of these layers here, just like this. Once all of them are selected, then I'm going to come up to the top where it says align, and then I'll press center so they're all together, and then I'm just going to kind of move it over here. Now what I want to do is color sync again. So let's come back up here, and I'll take one of these, make it red, one, make it orange, one, make it yellow. You want one square to be each one of each of the colors that you're using of vinyl.
Roberta said that she learned something new. She never knew that you could do that color sync.
Yes, color sync is so fun. I don't use it a whole lot, but with a project like this, it's so much easier to. I'm gonna go ahead and delete this so that it's easier to see what we're working with. We don't have those duplicate layers. Okay, now what I'm going to do is weld my colors together. Right now, if I were to click make it, let's see here. We're gonna click on matte. But if I click make it, then my letters, when it goes to the mat, whenever it does that, will not be in the correct spots. So I want to weld or attach either one so that these are all together. So let's grab our square. I'm holding in shift and then I'm going to find the other red layer. So there's my L and then let's see here, my J. Now I'll press weld just like that. And then I can come down and find orange, holding in shift, press the next orange layer, and then this one. So all three are selected. I'll press weld again. Now I'm going to come down and find this one, and the other yellow. Press weld. And then just do that for all of my colors. We have green there, blue, purple. Is that one purple? It's hard to see. Well, yeah, I think so. And then this one, and then we have one more after this. Now we have nice, neat layers here. Let me know if you have any questions about those things. If not, I'm going to move on. Who all do we have here? Lots of friends. Laura.
We have 209 viewers.
Amazing.
Yay.
Amazing. Laura says, I finally made it to a live. Welcome. Stacy, yes. Color sync does save so much time.
Jennifer just learned about color sync too.
Yay, I'm so glad you guys have found out about it. That's amazing. Okay, I'm gonna move on since it doesn't look like we have any questions about that. But if any come up, then Kendall can interrupt me and let me know. Okay, so can you not just go to color sync, pick color and weld? Actually, that's a great question. Let me undo one and see. I feel like I tried this. No, so it won't let you select the layers in color sync, only like drag and drop, but not select the two. So that was a great question. I feel like I had tried that before. I love that you asked that. Okay, so let's weld this back together. And now I could go ahead and click make it after I size. Let's pull this on the front. No, that's where it needs to be. So I'm going to select this entire layer here, pull it over here, and then what I want to do is just using the arrows here on the bottom right hand side, I'm going to size it down so that it fits nicely right here, just like this. That looks pretty good. And then I can delete this circle because I don't need it. So we'll go ahead and delete the circle. And now I can click make it. And if you want to use 8 different mats, then you are finished. You can do it just like this, loading each mat individually. However, it's easier to do it this other way. So we've just done all this color syncing, which we needed to do for visual purposes when designing and all of that. But now what we need to do, if you want to do the hack that I'm doing, is make all of them the same color so that they're all on the same mat. It seems counterproductive, doesn't it? But it's not. Okay. So we've got this here. We're pulling all of them up so that they're all the same color, just using color sync. You can see how easy that was. Now when we click make it, they're all going to be on the same mat. And what I want to do is select these and place them in specific intentional areas. So first I want to find, let's see, I'm gonna put them in order. We have J, which would be the first one. Then I is right here. I'm referring to my mat really quick because I already have these placed down. L, let's see here. E will come down here to the 5 area. Let me refer to this really quickly. So what I did when I was putting all of this together was I took a screenshot of what it was supposed to look like where the colors were and stuff like that, and referred back to that based off of color. So let's see here. This B will go right here. It's easier to place these and then place your color because then you can see what you're doing here. Jingle bells. That one goes right up here. J-I-N. And this will make sense in just a second, I promise. J-I-N-G-L. And you can see I'm just placing them far enough apart so that it's easy for me to see where, like, I don't want them really close like this because then I have to be really specific about what size I cut my vinyl, and I don't want that. Okay, so my last one will go right here, just like that. Okay, now go to the overhead camera really quick so they can see my placement here. So I'll cut out the red, the orange, the yellow, the green. And so if I had done the design space portion first, then I could have just referred back to that and then placed this, which makes it a whole lot easier. What Stacy says, Becca, what? Oh my goodness. Yes, Aaliyah, that's why I'm super lazy, and that's why I wanted to do it. The first time I made it, I did change the mats every single time, and I was like, this is for the birds. No fun here. Okay, so we have our mat laid out. We reference design space to make sure that the nice thing is that we have these little markers here that we can reference. Now, back over into design space. I'm going to press continue, connect to my machine here, and then I'm going to select premium vinyl permanent glossy. Even though this is matte, I can still use that material setting. And now I will load my mat here. Let me move the stuff behind it. It's gonna knock off if not. And then we will cut that out in just a second. As soon as it's finished measuring that mat. Let me get this stuff out of your way. I'm second guessing my placement now because everything is so like, it's hot in here, isn't it?
Yes, it's very hot.
It's very hot. I was late. I feel a little,
we're missing
yeah.
Rachel today.
Yes. Aaliyah says, Kendall said, Kendall, I don't know her. Is she on our team? I would just love, yes, she is on our team.
Yes.
Kendall, when are we gonna get you crafting over here?
I'm not very good at crafting, but I can give it a try. It would be entertainment, I think,
yes,
mostly.
I like that. I like that. So while this is cutting out, do you all have any specific questions about anything that has happened? If you are new here, do you have any questions about our membership? I also, while I'm waiting for questions, want to take this time to let you know, we are just a little over a week out from our amazing member-only live that we are doing over in the private Facebook group. If you are a Maker's Gonna Learn member and you have not RSVP'd to our event for next Thursday already, go and do that after this live. We are giving away 20 amazing products. Everything from glitter vacuums to MGL merch to silicone mug wraps to sewing machines, Explore 3s. Like, Kendall, it makes me want to become a member so that I can run
Exactly.
these things.
If there was one live to watch, it would be that one for sure.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So if you are not a member of Maker's Gonna Learn, you've been on the fence, now is an absolutely amazing time to join, because in addition to all the regular perks, we also have this live incentive. You want to be a part so that you can win. So definitely grab the link that Kendall has posted. It is also down below, and use the coupon code back to school to get $30 off our yearly membership. And then go join the private Facebook group. Go RSVP to the event and make sure you're here at 8 p.m. Eastern, different time, so that everyone can come. 8 p.m. Eastern. Next Thursday. I'm making sure that all this cut correctly. Oh, thank God it did. Okay. Now what I want to do, if you want to go to the overhead camera, we are just going to weed this. We have our squeegee tool here. So I'm going to burnish if you are doing this as your first project, first of all, I think this is a fantastic project for your first project because while it seems like there's a lot going on, it's pretty self-explanatory once, I mean, you're seeing what's going on. But anyway, if you have never used vinyl before, we definitely recommend that you burnish. And the reason that you burnish is that it just helps the pieces stay that are supposed to stay, and it sort of breaks apart the cut pieces from the parts that are being removed, if that kind of makes sense. Anyway, we're just going to weed this very quickly.
Oh, Stacy said that we should have another craft off. Me versus Courtney and you versus Rachel.
Oh, that would be fun.
That would be so much fun.
I love that.
I'm gonna have to start practicing. I'm not very good at crafting.
Although, that's not really fair because Courtney is a really great crafter.
She is.
And she's very resourceful. I don't know. I don't think that's fair.
I don't either. That's tough competition right there. I think maybe I could compete against Tanner. He's not as good as Courtney.
Oh, I hope he's watching. You know, he'll be like, that's fine, we'll do it. Okay, so we have it all weeded here, and I already have a piece of transfer cut. Where did it go? My goodness, it's clear and see-through and I've already lost it. I'll just cut a new one, but I'm gonna be honest, I'll take one out of the trash can.
And it says, is it better to weed on the mat or off the mat?
Oh,
on the mat.
Yes. Even our friend Kendall here, who's not a self-proclaimed crafter, knows that. And Kendall, why do we weed on the mat?
I don't know, I just know it's better.
Okay, that's fine. I'll put you on the spot. We weed on the mat because it acts as a third hand. So if you have a large piece of vinyl that might be curled up or something like that, then it moves around a lot. This isn't so hard to manage, but we have a third hand here.
That's what Shirley said. She said it's like having a third hand.
Yes.
Good job, Shirley.
Our members, because Miss Shirley's been here, our members could honestly run the show for us. I'm so mad that I lost that piece that I already had. Here's why I'm mad. Cricut transfer tape is not generally my favorite because it is so sticky. Sometimes it's hard to deal with. And so I like to reuse Cricut transfer tape. One, it's expensive. And two, sometimes I get a little bit of the stick out by putting it on carpet or my shirt or something. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just take this Cricut transfer tape, place it right here, and it's so sticky, honestly, I don't even need to burnish. So we've got the first one right there. Now what I'm going to do is line this up so that the square from this is directly on top of the square from this. So just like this. Now don't place it down until you're hovering over it and can see that it's lined up. So we've got that. Now, I'm just going to, with my fingers, again, it's so sticky, I don't have to work really hard to get it to transfer. We've got that one, and we're going to do the same with all of these. Kendall, is your mind blown? Is this what you
It is. I couldn't see the picture until you started sticking them together.
Okay.
Now my mind is blown. How did you come up with this?
Guess who taught me this?
Who?
Tanner Bell.
No way.
That Tanner Bell, yes.
Work smarter, not harder.
Right?
That's his whole thing.
And it doesn't matter, like, see how this one didn't come up? It doesn't matter. I'm going to be taking it off anyway. Wait, where did my letter go? Oh, no! Oh, duty.
Is it in the trash?
It's right here. Hopefully it is right here.
I wouldn't expect anything else out of our day.
Right? It's been one of those. Now, okay. The problem is, I'm not sure. Where's the placement? J-I-N-G. Okay, I can do this. Give me just a second. I might have to recut. Nope, we got it.
Yay!
It's got a little bit of adhesive on it, but it's okay. Oh. Did anyone tell me that it was missing? Normally people call me out. It's clearly their fault. Okay, place it. My goodness. No one, okay. Have you guys used reverse tweezers before? Side note, have these in your craft room, they're amazing. Okay, we have our L. Now we can move on to our E.
And Kat, Rachel is not sick. She is just working from home today. But we sure do miss her.
Okay, and last one. Oh, it's because it's so stinking sticky.
Come on,
Okay.
Becca, you got this.
Got it? We have it.
Beautiful.
Now, like I said, we don't need this part. We can just remove it. Don't need it. And I want to grab, let's see here. I used spools of ribbon earlier, and I totally forgot to bring them in here, so I'm just gonna have to make do. I like the spools of ribbon. I placed them out here kind of like this, and then put my ornament on it so that it wouldn't move. We'll see how this works. If you haven't already, and you are in the crafting process, you will want to grab some alcohol or something like that and prep your ornament. We like to use a little alcohol pump bottle and some paper towel. Lint-free paper towel is preferable. Oh look, I don't need more than one. Prep the surface because the vinyl will stick better if you have done that. Now, I'm just going to place this, and you can do a couple of things. If you want to, you can go ahead and take some scissors and kind of go in and score it so that the transfer tape lays down more easily on it. That's one thing that we love to do with ornaments, like curved ornaments, and even mugs. So there's a little hack for you. We're just gonna lay this straight down, just like this. And we will smooth it out. I think my L, I'm gonna have to work on a little bit, but that's okay. And then we will remove the transfer tape slowly to make sure that our vinyl has adhered. And if it hasn't adhered, like that S, then you're just gonna lay it back down because you are going slowly and smooth it out. I could have gotten my burnishing tool, which would have helped some, but I find it awkward for me personally to burnish curved blanks like this. Almost finished. There we go. See, that wasn't too bad, was it? Could you imagine placing all of those individually like that though?
Oh, what a nightmare.
It would have been a nightmare, you're right. Okay, so you can see my B here is a little puckered, so I just want to kind of lift up just a little bit.
You know, Becca, as a
Smooth it out.
beginner, I think I may have could have done this.
I think you could have too, Kendall. We should have let you do it. Have let you done it?
I think this is a good project for beginners.
There we go. Just like that. Do we have any questions? I've not been looking at comments at all.
No questions so far.
Way easier to use fingers on curved areas. You are not wrong, Roberta. Okay, then the other thing, we just have to take the lid off, just like that, and fill it full of some adorable pom-poms. Oh, now friends, these are cheapy pom-poms from Hobby Lobby. You all know that I love Benzie pom-poms. However, those pom-poms are expensive and you have to use quite a few pom-poms. So if it's in your budget, their colors are amazing. Definitely not going to condemn you for doing that. I wish I had the budget to do it. But these are great from Hobby Lobby. I believe it was $2.99 for a huge pack of each color. And I think this week they're actually on sale. Don't fill it all the way because you want to be able to see some dead space, so to speak. You want to be able to see through it. But there's so many different things you could put in here. You could definitely put confetti or glitter or something like that. I don't know. I love the movement of the pom-poms, and since I love a fun, happy, colorful Christmas, I thought it was great. Then you just put the lid back on, and I did forget my ribbon, but just to top it off, I made, let's see, I put a ribbon and a little tassel. Super fun. But there we go. And then I want to show you really quickly the flat ones if you didn't see an up close of them. They're really adorable too. Quite a bit smaller, so you don't need as many pom-poms. I'm actually thinking about making one of these for each of the students in Beckett and Fallon's class this year.
Oh, that's precious. A lot of work, but precious.
It is a lot of work. Yeah. Anyway, we're finished crafting. I hope you guys enjoyed this fun Christmas in July. We normally do a whole week of Christmas in July. And this year, I think this is the only Christmas in July project that we're doing. So if you are making projects for Christmas already, I want to see them. I want to be inspired. I want to know what you all are making for Christmas, what the trends are for Christmas in the craft world, or what the other trends are. We know what most of them are. So I'll be posting those already in the private Facebook group. I want to see, as do our other members. Let's see here. Crinkle paper from the Dollar Tree would have been adorable in there, Miss Jody. And we got this, if you guys caught the live, it was the first live that we did that was 5 craft supplies you probably don't have but need. And there was a paper crimper thingy that you put the paper in and rotate and it goes through. So that would have been adorable to make your own and do that. Love that idea. Makes a great bubblegum machine too with the mini red solo cups. Oh my gosh, yes. And they actually have, I don't know if you've seen them or not, they're a little bit bigger than this, but they're plastic and they're snow globes. So you could definitely do that. Kind of make it the bubblegum because it would have the base. You could paint it red or something like that. Yeah. Sharon says, nice to meet you, Kendall.
Nice to meet you, Sharon.
I know my theme, but haven't started yet. Shirley, what is your theme? Let me know. Kendall, do you change your Christmas, I know you're traditional, but do you change it every year?
No, I'm very lame.
No, that's not lame. That's not lame at all. I mean, that's memories and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
I change mine. It's terrible. But I'll do every other year.
You could interchange it, one for one year, one for the other.
Yeah.
Spice it up a bit.
So funny. Hi, First Live, Nicole, welcome. We are so glad that you're here. If you are not a Makers Gonna Learn member yet, definitely grab the link that Miss Kendall has posted several times because we have an amazing sale going on, $30 off our annual membership using the code BACK2SCHOOL. It gives you an amazing investment at a cheaper price. To start out this amazing crafting season for Christmas and the holidays. So we want you to join for sure. Candy Cane Lane, that would be cute.
About gnomes this year.
Gnomes?
Oh, that's a cute Christmas decoration.
Have you checked out our gnome cut files? We have quite a few cute ones. Super cute. I have a friend who has a different every single year. It's awesome. Yeah, so before I had kids, I would do a different one every year. And now I've sort of accumulated some sort of sentimental ornaments. And I keep kind of going back to the colorful Christmas just because they love it. And when you have kids, it's sort of like you want to just make everything amazing for them and how they would want it. Or I do. I don't know. She does sound like Courtney, doesn't she? So funny. Anyway, friends, thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you enjoyed this project. If you make it, definitely photograph it, post it over in the group. I want to see how this inspired you and in what way you change it, what way you make it yours. It's super exciting to see all of that. But we'll see you guys, if you are a Makers Gonna Learn member, tomorrow over in the private Facebook group. We have a fun live going on there. It starts at 1:30 p.m. Eastern, and we'll see you there.
All right, see you guys. Bye.